This is Noah from the Sunset development team, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a Minecraft injection client using JNI as a bridge between C++ and Java. Okay, let's start. So let's use the DLL template from Visual Studio, and let's input the project name. Minecraft injection JNI tutorial. Alright, so now we are going to set it to release, and we are going to configure everything. So open properties and set the default language standard to C++ 20. Go to advanced and switch to multi-byte character set. Okay, now go in linker, command line, and go in additional options and type /force multiple. Okay, now let's go in /C/C++ and go in precompiled headers and not using precompiled headers. Now use this to change how the files are displayed, and we can delete all 3 of these files except dll main.cpp. Alright, now let's include windows.h. Alright, so now we are going to have to go into our Java directory, go in JDK, include, and we are going to make a new folder in our project directory called JNI. This is where we're going to store all of the JNI files, right? So they are included in our project. So go in the include folder and copy all of them, then go in win32 and include these 2 header files. Now we are going to go back into the JDK, go in lib and copy jvm.lib into the project directory. Right, so we're going to refresh and include in project. Now we're going to go into properties, linker, input, and we're going to add JNI jvm.lib. Alright, now we're going to make a new header file called java.h. Okay, in here we are going to have the class. Right, we're going to store the env and VM. So we can call the class whatever you want. I'm going to call it suit. Okay, now set the public specifier and Java VM. Oh, we need to first include JNI.h. So hashtag include JNI.h. Now, as you can see, Java VM works. It's a valid data type. Okay, JNI env, and then Java VM init args. Now we're going to add a specifier for a class. I'm just going to call it CT. Okay, now we're going to go back into dll main.cpp and we are going to create a thread. So first it needs to actually be a function to go into. So it's called initialize. Alright, now go into dll process attach and do create thread 0 0, and then just put some brackets and lp thread start routine, and then our function name, so initialize. Okay, there's 3 zeros at the end. Alright, so in initialize, we're just gonna initialize, well, the hooks. We're gonna hook into the Java virtual machine. Okay, we're gonna make a variable called count, and it's gonna be of type jsize. Oh yeah, and I forgot, we need to include java.h in here. And because JNI is included in java.h, then we also inherit that in here. if JNI underscore get created Java VMs and ct.vm 1 and count not equals to JNI okay, or count is 0, we are going to return. Let's make a JInt called rest, and let's ct.vm get env, so we're going to get the env here, void and ct.env. Alright, so specify it, and then the version of JNI. So JNI underscore version version underscore 1 underscore 6. Okay. So if rest is equal to JNI e detached, and we are just gonna attach it. So rest equals ct.vm attach current thread void at ct.env and null pointer. Alright, if the env is not equal to a null pointer, then we are just gonna initialize everything. Right, so here we have our function to initialize, like just run the modules. But we cannot do this if we do not have modules to run, right? So now we're going to make a cheat.cpp and cheat.h. Okay, so make the main file. Okay, now let's make the header file. Alright, and in cheat.h we're going to make a function called run modules. And in DLL main I'm going to include cheat.h run modules. Okay, so now that is going to run modules if everything's fine. Alright, let's go back in here. This does not have a definition yet, so we're going to do that now. Let's just include cheat.h and void run modules. Now you can see these two link, right? So whatever you make here is gonna be the definition of that. Okay, so in this episode today we are going to just make the character sprint, but in doing so we're gonna build everything we need to build on that in the next episodes. Okay, so let's just start. Okay, so first we need to get the Minecraft class, so just jclass get Minecraft class. But yeah, we also need to include java.h so we can access the env and JNI. So return ct.env find class, and the Minecraft class is AVE in 1.8.9. This tutorial is specified towards 1.8.9, but if you change the mappings you can make it work for other versions. Alright, and we're gonna get the Minecraft object as well. So JObject get Minecraft object. I should call it get Minecraft, to be honest. Alright, so let's make a method. So J method ID get Minecraft method ct.env. So we're gonna get a static method. So get static method. So now we're gonna input as a class get Minecraft class. Get Minecraft class. Alright, and now we're gonna the signature. Alright, so it is AVE, but we're gonna put brackets behind it. So AVE, but then we're also going to put an L, so brackets L AVE semicolon. Alright, and we forgot to do that. Alright, so now I want to call that method, so return ct.env call static call static object method, because we're trying to get an object. So for the class, again, we're going to put get Minecraft class, and we're also going to put get Minecraft method as the method ID. Alright, now we're going to get the world. Alright, so let's just get the class first. Actually, no, let's just get the object. Get world. Oh, world. Alright, so let's get the field. So J field ID, get world field, ct.env, get field ID. I'm going to put the class as the get Minecraft class. And it's going to be F, and the world class is BDB, alright? But we're going to add an L, and then we're also going to add a semicolon at the end. So it's going to be L, then the class, and then a semicolon. Okay, now we are going to get the object by calling that field ID. So return ct.env get object field, and the object is going to be get Minecraft, and then the field is going to be get world field. Okay, we are now going to get the player object. So J object get player. Alright, so J field ID get player field. Alright, now we are going to put get Minecraft class again. Get Minecraft class. H, and the player class is BEW in 1.8. Alright, so you can probably guess what we're going to do. It's going to be the same as last time. We're going to add an L, then the class, and then a semicolon. Alright, so it's going to be LBU. I'm going to return ct.env. I'm going to call the object again. So get object field. The object is going to be get Minecraft, and then the field that we just made above, get player field. Oh, I didn't let me do that. Alright, there we go. So now we're just going to make our first actual function of the cheat. Alright, so it's going to be called whatever you want, but it's going to be a function that makes the player sprint. Alright, so just call set player sprint. Alright, but before we do that, this is what's going to get called. So we're going to make a while true loop. Alright, I'm going to add sleep. So first of all, we want to sleep the thread only. So include thread. Oh, include thread and chrono as well. So we can specify the time. std this thread sleep for std chrono millisecond. Oh, bro, I keep on. Okay. I keep on pressing tab way too early. Alright, let's just do 5 milliseconds should be fine. It's probably a bit overkill, but okay. If get world continue. if get player continue, if get Minecraft continue. Alright, so what we're doing here is if any of these are null, then it's going to continue, which means it's going to skip here. So say this is our code. If any of these are null, right, or like there's non-existent, then it's not going to run this. It's going to skip right back to the start and try again and again and again, because it's a while true loop. So here we're going to call our set player sprint function, but there's nothing in it, so we need to do that now. Let's make a J method ID set sprinting method. Get method ID. Alright, let's get the player class, but let's just do it by, get object class. So ct.env get object class. So here you can put in an object and get its specific class back. So if we put in the get player, right, now we get the player class without having to like make a separate function, but it's not really like recommended. Right, and D is the mapping, and Z. Alright. So now we're gonna call the method, and it's a boolean, right? So the sprinting is either true or false, but obviously we want to set it to true. So ct.env call boolean method, and it's the player object, so get player, and then it's the set sprinting method, and we're going to set it to true. Right, so we're calling it and setting it to true. So now we are going to inject and see what happens. I'm going to go on Badline client, which uses the same mappings as vanilla, and I'm going to be playing on 1.8.9. When you inject, you're going to want to inject into javaw.exe. Alright, so the game is loaded. So what we have to do is build the project. Let's go in MineMen. Alright, so now we have the directory. Let's just inject the DLL. Look, as you can see, I'm getting sprint particles under me no matter what. So these are sprint particles under me. Alright, so we should probably add a check to here, because obviously you do not want to be sprinting backwards, because that is not legitimate in the game. That is not a thing that can happen. So you only want to be sprinting not when you're stationary, and only when you're going forward. So if not get async sync. Oh wait, we need to include windows.h to do that. Windows.h key state, and I'm gonna do W or get async key state S or if we're pressing left control, because if you're pressing control then you're already going to be sprinting, so there's no reason to do it anyway. Get async key state VK, I think it's already oh, I saw it there, L control. Alright, we're going to continue. Oh yeah, no, not continue, because it's not a loop, we need a return. So it's going to skip if any of these happens. It's going to close the game, launch. And we can inject in the menu safely, because if some of these are null, then it's not going to run anyway. Alright, so let's go in MyMan. So as you can see, I'm not sprinting normally. Alright, but now if we build, alright, and now if we inject, so if I go back, nothing happens with S. But look, if I press W, it's instantly going to be sprinting. And if I press W and Control, obviously it's not going to be working, because, yeah. So this is a tutorial on how to hook JNI to access the JVM with C++ and make a simple cheat. I'm going to be building on this later on and making more in-depth tutorials with more features and more knowledge for you guys. Have a nice one.